Greetings! I have been asked to do a general purpose build for Morrowind, and so here I am. The condition I've been given is that we use all three specializations, that is combat, magic and stealth, and the other condition is that this build can do damage with melee, with bows and with magic, so I've created it around those two things for the most part. Firstly, one of the big problems of doing such a build is that most of the races only have skill bonuses for one specialization, and those that have a more varied mix don't have the skills that I'd want. I've ended up choosing the Dunmer because they have a bonus to Marksman, Longblade and Mysticism. My second choice would have probably been an Argonian, although in that case the build would have to be readjusted. The difference between male and female Dark Elf is in whether you'd prefer more endurance or more personality. Choose based on your preference. The buff sign is the Atronach for the Magicka bonus and the spell absorption, which is a good defense against mages. If you intend to use the Atronach, you should make sure that alchemy is on your skill list. I've chosen the magic specialization because I like the skill numbers with this choice better than the two alternatives. My favorite attributes are willpower and agility. I've picked those ones because willpower slightly increases your chance of a successful spellcast, and agility makes you slightly better in combat. You will dodge enemy attacks a bit more often and your own hits should connect a bit more reliably. Now finally let's go to skills. I've picked Longblade, Mysticism and Marksman as major skills so that I have a method to deal damage from each specialization. And the Dark Elves have a bonus to all three of these. Furthermore, I have also chosen Alteration and Sneak. Absorb Health, which is a Mysticism spell, gives you a way to both attack and heal yourself at the same time. Mysticism also offers Telekinesis, which is good for stealing, and it also gives you teleportation spells. I really wanted to take advantage of the big bonus to destruction that the Dark Elf race gives you. But Mysticism does a lot more than deal damage, so I think it would be more useful to a general purpose character. Sneak is for sneaking, obviously. I felt I had to include it to make it an actual all-rounder build. And Alteration is for opening locks, levitation, water walking and water breathing. By the way, Dark Elves give a bigger bonus to Short Blade than they do for Long Blade. I chose Long Blade mostly because it fits under the combat specialization. But if you prefer a bigger starting skill, choosing Short Blade might be a good idea for you. In minor skills, I've put mostly skills that are useful even at low numbers. For example, Armorer is not useless at 15, but Alteration might have been. Light Armor's bonus to your armor rating is still better than it would have been at 5. By the way, I chose Light Armor purely because the Dunmer get a bonus to it. Choose a different one if you like. I chose Athletics so that travel is not such a pain at the start of the game, and Speechcraft so that it starts out at a slightly higher level. The big and obvious weakness here is how low alchemy is. At 20 you will lose a lot of ingredients when you make potions, so I have considered moving it to major skills. But the reason I didn't is because that's not such a big deal compared to failing a spell or missing an enemy. You will fail with alchemy while making a potion, but once a potion is actually made successfully, you can use it reliably. Plus, you can buy potions from alchemists and you can join the Fighters and Mages Guild for some Restore Health, Restore Magic and Restore Fatigue potions while you are still raising your alchemy skill. Restore Health and Restore Fatigue ingredients are actually fairly cheap, so you won't lose a lot of money while training on those. Although, if you don't want to level up because of alchemy, you could always exclude it from the build and raise it from 10. If you find that you miss too much when using Marksman or Longblade when using this build, you could always use this very nice spell called Absorb Attribute from the Mysticism School of Magic, which starts out the highest. If you want to see why that spell in particular could be very useful to you, see this video next. Please let me know if you like this build or if I made some stupid decision while making it. Thanks for watching.